So today we're going to unbox and install these Rogue Rider Industries SIGZ LED lights. But we are also going to compare the stock incandescent bulbs that come with the bike, and we're going to also take a look at my modded Sylvania Zevo LED bulbs that I modified specifically to fit my bike. Let's get started. Alright, so let's tear into these. The first set here is the rear set. These are 1157 bulbs. So we get some instructions. And there they are. Pretty nice bulb. The only thing I see that I don't like initially is, I don't know if you can notice that, there's a little square spot, like where they stamp these out. I don't know if that'll have to be kind of sanded off or what we'll need to do with that. But those are the rears. Let's open up the fronts. So now remember, these aren't like the custom dynamic lights. These don't have the ring around the outside. These here, these are amber when they are on the turn signal function, but they're completely white. The whole face is white when it's just a running light. Now the backs stay red, and they just flash a brighter red for your brake or your turn signal. Let's get one of these out. We can look at it. I don't know if I can pick it up in the camera. Can you see that? I don't know if it's an issue with the whatever they encase the board in or what. Pretty odd. All right. So the next step that we're going to do is I already have those Zevo bulbs installed. I'm going to put one of the incandescent lights back in the back, and we'll compare the two. And then we'll compare the Zevo to the Rogue Rider Industries. And we're also going to take a look at the Zevo bulbs that I purchased, because two of them, which would be on the back, I'll show you in a second, I purchased from a local auto parts store. The front set that I purchased on Amazon, I think are fakes, and I'll describe why in a minute. Now, I don't have a stock bulb to show you the difference, but if you look at this, I kind of shave this down to look like a regular style of bulb, and that's so it would clear, the shoulder would clear when these went in, and they actually turn in pretty hard. Let's see if I got, see. So these right here right now are the Zevo bulbs that I customize. I'm going to turn on the turn signal for you, and we'll put on the flashers, and we'll see what they look like. And we'll do that in the dark also. Alright, so these are the Zevo bulbs. These are them on flasher. Pretty bright. They're nice. I like these. But now let's move to the front and tell me if you notice anything wrong with these. I know the headlights probably drowning out some of the light, but they're not quite as bright as the rears are. And now I'm going to show you why I think they're fake. Can you see how that bulb is clocked in there? I'm holding the camera sideways, so if you look at that bulb sitting like that. Now let's go to the other side. That bulb is also kind of cocked, but more straighter than the other one. Kind of like this one. Can you see that? This one's perfectly straight. So these might be out just a little bit, which is fine. But there's no way that that one is out that far, because those lights have to reflect that light a certain way. So I was installing these and I noticed one thing. In the instructions it says this little black gasket here needs to get pushed back so these can fully seat. Now I did that on the back already, but I just noticed that I didn't mention it. So I wanted to mention it to you guys. Alright guys, there you have it. Those are the Rogue Rider Industries SIGZ LED lights. These are the black labeled edition. Do me a favor, if you're going to buy cheap parts on Amazon, make sure they work before you go out and get rear-ended and made into a HD sandwich. You can save all the money you want, but that money you save might cost you your life.